Hey Leo, welcome back to another weekly reading. I hope that life has been good to you in the past week or so. Sorry, Leo, something's driving me a bit bonkers with that white stuff at the bottom there. I'm just gonna move that. Ugh, it's casting a light and I can't get rid of it no matter how I shuffle things around. I'm gonna have to figure that out later. Let's not waste time on technical stuff. You can hear me well because I got a mic, so that's critical. Lighting, not so much. Super excited to read for you today. I've kind of sent the attention for love readings this week, and it really seems to be panning out. If career comes up, I'll absolutely talk about that, but I think most people do come for the love stories. Yeah, Nine of Cups, beautiful. Yeah, I'll take these two as well. Damn it, that Three of Cups keeps coming up. Leo, if you've watched any of my videos from this past week, you'll know that this card keeps showing up and I hate it. It's the worst card in this deck for me. It's given me... I'm not going to say that. I was going to say it's giving me PTSD, but that's incredibly disrespectful to sufferers of PTSD. It certainly brings back a lot of bad memories for me, and so whenever it shows up, I think, oh, but let's see what other cards come out here, and we'll get a sense. This is really similar to one of the readings I did this week already. Gosh, though, I can't remember one thing to the next, so I have no insight into whose reading it was, but in any event, let's keep going. A couple more cards, please. Whatever is going on here, I can tell you straight off, there's been an imbalance. There's been an absolute imbalance between give and take within a relationship. With the Nine of Cups here, I sense doubt. It's funny because with every deck, to me, every deck carries a different energy. And even when I look at the traditional meanings of something, it doesn't always fit. And I like to trust my intuition because I have to tell you, it's usually right. So, when I see this Nine of Cups, there's a sense of just being uncertain about something. I don't get a wish fulfillment from it. It's almost like, am I making the right decision here? There's an imbalance between give and take. And the Three of Cups for me in this deck usually represents something. There's deception involved. There's seduction. There's someone doing something that they know full well they shouldn't be doing. Is the energy that I always get off of this card. Sometimes it's not, but my first gut feeling is always that. With the Knight of Swords here next to the Ten of Cups. Isn't this the most beautiful Ten of Cups? Isn't that gorgeous? This is almost like the Knight of Swords here reminds me of someone rushing in to talk about matters relating to the heart. To talk about happily ever after sort of thing. The Knight of Swords, can be an air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Typically somebody who's a bit, who rushes, a bit impulsive, a bit hasty, and is a guarded individual. They are a transformative person though, so I don't know if this is a karmic relationship in that they're here, they're coming in to talk about this to help you grow. Yeah. Something's being transformed here with this person rushing in with respect to matters of love. And in a home, this is usually, a couple that's together and has a family. It's something really beautiful. The World card, another gorgeous card in this deck, really speaks about completions. So a cycle coming to an end so that we can start a new journey and start a new phase of our life. Knight of Wands on the bottom, another kind of hasty, impulsive card, full of passion, very action-oriented, where this person's more their words, right? And like I said, can be quite guarded. Their intuition is okay, but it still needs some honing. Not like the King of Swords, where their intuition is steely. Like if that card comes out, you'll get a sense of what I'm talking about in this deck, because it's like eagle eye precision when it comes to their intuition. We've got the Temperance coming out, Nine of Pentacles, and King of Cups. Interesting. Okay. Temperance to me, and Death on the bottom. What did I say about cycles ending and transformations taking place, healing, planting something and watching it grow, cultivating it, heartbreak, some fighting, waiting. Okay. Sorry. Sometimes I get carried away at the bottom of the deck because I find it just as fascinating as the jumpers in the top of the deck. So Temperance here, really does speak to me about balance. It speaks about all good things coming in time and exactly when it should. It speaks to illumination of the third eye and trusting that. It's a very, like I said, a very balanced card. It's when it's, being in a state of grounded in reality, but also being able to feel those emotions and to trust those emotions as well. I'm sorry, Leo. I just have to fiddle with these lights. I just can't stand the looks of this. That's way too dark. That seems a bit better. If this is upsetting to anybody, just feel free to fast forward to this part. That's a little bit too dark. We'll see how that is there. Oh, that's way easier to read. Yeah, so we are on the Temperance card. So in knowing that, we've got the Nine of Pentacles here. And this Nine of Pentacles that has no light on it. Oh my goodness. God. Leo, I'm not going to waste your time, I swear. I'm sorry. Okay, the Nine of Pentacles to me, this is like the epitome of independence. This is somebody who has obtained what they have on their own. They're very well established. They're very comfortable. They have exactly what they need. But there's a loneliness in this card. There's something missing here, okay? Again, what kind of bird is this? I was about to say there's a strong sense of intuition. This almost reminds me of a hawk or a falcon. So again, that perception, like we see in the King of Swords, is very... there's a clarity there. There's this sense here, and I kind of feel like this could be your energy, Leo. There's this sense here that it's almost like you're not seen. Like almost like you're not there, you're invisible. I think you're lonely. I feel a great deal of loneliness in this card here. And even in the Nine of Cups, normally this is the wish fulfillment card. But there isn't this aspect of loneliness that goes with it. So it's like you have all the material things that you need, you've worked really hard for, but there's something missing. Yep. And what do we have on the ground? Okay, we have a few things. Let me just make sure there's no more. I had that happen when reading. It was like a couple days after the reading and all these cards were on the floor. I was like, no. But obviously happening for a reason. So yeah, when I said it's almost like something missing, see, you're waiting for something. Passion, somebody to come in, announce something. The Empress, I'm going to leave that for a second because before I get too carried away over here, and I wanted to address that because those cards resonated deeply with what I was just speaking to there. The Nine of Pentacles gal is looking over here at the King of Cups, who's actually looking away from her. And so it's almost a sense of somebody who wants to be noticed, but feels invisible to this person. So I feel like you might have your eye on somebody and you feel like they're not interested in you. And that certainly goes with this here, with this spread, unequal give and take, meaning one person's more interested in the other potentially. Okay. Did you find out someone was married, maybe? I'm getting that, because when I look at here, this Knight of Swords bringing in information about issues of love in the home, and this is starting something new, like this is creating an ending so that something else can be new started, and you looking at someone who's got their back turned towards you. This King of Cups could be like a Scorpio, Pisces, or Cancer. I'm getting energy of either Pisces or Cancer, quite honestly. This is somebody who certainly has love to give. There's love to express. I'm being drawn to the shoes again. That happened in another reading this week. I normally don't even notice the feet, but there's something about these shoes. They wear these kind of pointy type shoes. They're very peaceful energy. There's something about this person. They're quite quiet. They don't talk a lot. They kind of say what needs to be said when it needs to be said, but other than that, they kind of keep to themselves. It really does have that Cancerish energy there. And I feel like you want this person to notice you somehow. And perhaps you've been waiting for them to give you this message of love and passion and commitment, or you've been waiting for this person, this is where the Empress comes in. So either this person's married, or it's that you desire to be a mother. I feel strongly with the first, with the second there. Interesting that I said the first. It's almost like this energy again, like when I talked about you have everything that you need but one thing, and I feel like you're waiting for this opportunity to come in, this passionate message, see someone turning towards you versus away, so that you can become a mother, so that you can become, head of the household sort of thing. I know that sounds old-fashioned, but whatever. That's just the sense that I get. Oh no, what's up right here? Oh, we've got the Hermit turned up right. Interesting. Okay. Again, because the Hermit's facing the King of Cups and you, it's almost this energy of like something's been illuminated. I think you found something out, or you know of something, and Spirit's trying to shine a light on this and be like, you have to see this for what it is. What's the message? What's the Hermit's message? When you do reflect upon this, what's going to be the message here? What do you need to know about this King of Cups? Silence. It could be that you're going through this right now, this period where things need to be illuminated, and you need to really step back because of this news coming in, is how it feels. It's almost like you're needing to look at this for what it truly is just what I keep hearing. Yeah, communication with the Five of Pentacles leaving you out in the cold, leading to this Nine of Swords energy. You might have thrown yourself into your work after this. Yeah, okay. Let's try. What shall we use? Let's use the wisdom of the Oracle. Because I feel like you need to hear something. Something needs to be said about this. This feels like I'm just getting like it's time to give some advice. The Between Worlds just popped out there. Yeah, round and round. It's possible that you've gone round and round with this person. poised. I just want to point out, with this person's back to you, if someone has their back turned to you, yeah, they're taking. If someone has their back turned to you and you're waiting for them and waiting for them and waiting for them, and they're possibly in a situation where they're not able to give you, reciprocity in a relationship, it's almost like you deserve better than this. And where they are, that's where they need to be right now. That's where they are in their life. They're learning the lessons that they need to learn, but your lesson is you're deserving of more. You're deserving of the 10 of Cups, the temperance, the balance, becoming the Empress if that's what you wish, becoming a mother, becoming a wife, or, flip the energies around if you're a male. Yeah. When I see poised, to me, it just really signifies that you're meant for greater things. You're absolutely meant for greater things in this life. And there's a higher power supporting you in this. And I think they're trying to tell you, they're like, trust your intuition is what I get from this card. They're really, and it's more than one person, actually, it's two people. So whether those are two angels of yours, two guardian angels, or people that have passed over. But the key is here, like they're pointing to the forehead, right? That's where the key lies. All the answers you need are here in your third eye. That's your intuition, okay? Four is about foundations. And again, this person, when they ignore you like this and they don't make a decision or they don't come towards you, makes you feel like you don't even exist. And that's no way to live. That's not healthy. Never-ending story with this person. When it comes to matters of the heart, and possibly this is something that you find yourself embroiled in different relationships, is people that aren't available to you, people that aren't willing to give you what you deserve, they just take from you, so if this is a pattern, this is something that you're going to want to look at for sure. If it's not, a pattern for you, then with this person here, this is a never-ending story. This is something that you just keep going around and around and around. And I get that it's this waiting energy here. Okay, that's what's going around and around and around. And we did have that show up on the bottom of the deck, round and round, right? It's interesting because this is 37, which breaks down to a 10. 10 is endings, so that new beginnings can come in. And we talked about the world being about an ending. So again, new can come in. But until you reflect on this, until you reflect on either this pattern or the pattern in this specific relationship, you're not going to start out on that new journey, that we see with the Fool's card, and it goes up from there, right? It's like you're almost coming to there's a few 10s in here, actually. You're coming to the end of something, realizing, needing to reflect on it, and then needing to move forward into a new beginning. But I think you're feeling stuck. Like there's a stuckness about it. It might be that you're getting older, and so you're starting to feel a bit anxious or nervous about, I'm not getting any younger. It would be really nice to have someone, a companion, but you want it to be the right person. Yeah, you really need to focus on the here and now, right now. 32 adds up to a 5, which talks about transitions happening, right? Transitions in your life. It's funny, I've just heard like it's opening the door to right now, which is, I think, where you are right now, is in this Hermit energy. I think, again, I'm just feeling that you're being encouraged to see the situation for what it is. And to go back and to review, I'm really getting patterns here. If this has been a pattern for you throughout your life with romantic relationships especially, you need to look at where this comes from. Because it's something has happened to you either from childhood or through the years that has made you wait for people that aren't available to you. And it doesn't... Yeah, no, I'm not going to say that. I do believe this is something of a third party because there's the family card involved. I was going to say it could be just career where they're focusing on that and not giving you any attention, but it does feel more family oriented. And I don't think you actually knew about this though, because with that Knight of Swords coming in, it's like someone telling you something quickly and hastily, and it's just like, what? So I think that might have been a shock for you. And this has already happened. So, you know, if you aren't aware of this, this isn't for you. This is for people that have been told something and they became aware of it, okay? But you've stuck around in the meantime, hoping it'll change, thinking it'll change, and it hasn't. And again, you've got it with 28 breaking down into a 10. Again, this is about endings, okay? So this is exploring, new life. This is about exploring those old patterns and those old wounds and stuff like that so that you can start a new life. It's time. And it's interesting, we've got a 3 here and a 3 here. 3s can speak to creativity, communication. So it might be that you need to speak to somebody about this to help you through this, because this is what you're deserving of. This is what you could have. Spirit's offering you this. Again, it's funny because we've got another lock. Is there a key in this one? No. But it's like you have the key to your happiness. To your own happiness, I'm hearing. You don't have to rely on somebody else for your happiness. Especially someone who doesn't even make you happy, right? They make you feel sad and like you're a ghost, like you don't even exist. Whoa. To the sea, message in a bottle. Okay, that's a huge gob. I'm just going to show you these two here that showed up. To the sea, no place like home. You need to get some time away and think about this, I think. Message in the bottle to me is just confirming something that you heard. It might have been a telephone call or a text. Could have been an anonymous person because they're wearing all that armor. Yeah, truth be told. And this is in matters of love. The masks have come off. The truth has come out. So it's time. It's time to move on. We've got new life again at the bottom. So this is what awaits you. Yeah, we've got round and round in the deck. Same. If it shows up twice, if this card shows up twice, especially if it's at the bottom and then it actually comes out in the reading, you got to pay really close attention to that because there's usually some significance with that. We've got to the sea back up again, co-create and serendipity and peace. If you start to work on yourself, or what was that, mending? The tribe and deep knowing. And the mending card came out too. So, like I said earlier, you might need to talk to somebody about this to help you through it. If you work on this, especially with somebody, okay? If you work on this with somebody in this deep reflection in the time of the hermit and maybe review why it is you're hanging on to this person, especially if it's a pattern in your life. When you do this, this will move you towards a serendipitous event that will lead to your peace in your heart, okay? It leads to good things. So I'll leave it there because I'm seeing repetitions in here for sure, and there's definitely confirmation coming out as we progress. So Leo, I wish you the best of luck in this situation, and just know that you're deserving of all the best for sure. And you know, it's better to leave a situation if someone has their back to you and they're not they're not reciprocating an equal amount of effort when it comes to investing in a relationship, right? And I think that goes for everyone throughout their life, not even specific to this situation. This is what the cards are reflecting. So, yeah. If you resonated with this reading, please be sure to hit the like button, share and subscribe so we can continue to grow this amazing community of people. I love to read your comments. And I'll talk to you next time, Leo. Bye for now.